Hi, this is a headstand tutorial. So for a headstand, we've been taught many times to measure out with our arms like this, but for me it feels a bit wide. So when I'm going into a headstand, I'm actually interlacing my hands, palms together, and then if you fall out, your pinkies tend to hurt, so I roll them back. So this is what they look like. Remember the church, the people, and the steeple? Bring them inside, basically, so that if you roll over, you don't crunch your fingers. All right, that being said, the palms are pressing into one another. If you notice that the elbows aren't shoulder distance apart, but they're actually drawn in a little bit closer, and I'll show you why. So first of all, when you're setting up for your headstand, you'll place your forearms onto the floor. Palms together, pinkies drawn in, and then putting pressure on the elbows and forearms. From here, doing a down dog. A down dog with straight legs. As you walk your feet in toward your face with the straight legs, when you cannot do that anymore with straight legs, place your head down onto the floor. Place head down onto the floor. Then continue to walk your feet in until your hips go beyond your shoulders and there's an actual lifting up. Then when you start to bring it up, coming up, then you want to push to get the shoulders away from your ears. Remember, the legs are actually lifting up. They're active. They're not lazy legs. So you're thinking about pushing down to lift up away from the floor and then extending the tailbone up towards your heels, and the feet are super active. So the thighs are squeezing in. It's a mountain pose concept. So it's just reversing your mountain pose. Remember that the disc in our neck, the cervical vertebra, are so tender, and you have to be very careful about how you're compressing in that area, right? So the main key for this is that your elbows are not so wide apart, because once they're wider apart, you actually won't get your lift as fast. Watch, I'll show you what I mean. So if I set the elbows down wider than the shoulders or shoulder distance apart, remember how when I walk it in, well, I won't get the lift quite as fast. So I have to walk in actually a lot more, rolling onto my neck to be able to get up. But if I bring my elbows and forearms closer, that actually helps me lift. I'll show you again. You get the lift right there, right there. So I'll get my lift a lot sooner than with the wider arms. Also, remember in mountain pose, low ribs back, and all of those things. So have fun with your headstands. They're amazing. And I like to do headstands, especially when I'm feeling a little ungrounded, right? If, things seem like you have no control over them. Well, yogis will go upside down. When your world turns upside down, you go upside down and meet it there. So wishing you lots of luck in your headstands. They're not as hard as people make them out to be. You just want to keep the pressure off so we have a lot of press down to lift up. Remember, root to rise. Have a good day. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.